guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner related videos with the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified when I do load a new video. And if you could also comment, like, and share, that would be amazing. So we are doing cash envelopes, unstuffing as it were, and stuffing for week 4 of June 2019. We will also talk about this in a minute, but let's try to be organized. Last week that actually wasn't a thing. Now I do the cash divider system. I've mentioned this before, but depending on where you are joining me in this journey, the wallet that I have will not fit cash envelopes, and so I use the cash divider system. It works just the same. It's not as sexy as stuffing money into an envelope. These are the 3 categories that I have. I will put this to the side. Again, if you're new here, I'll explain what that is in just a minute. So what we'll do is we will reconcile it on a weekly basis, and then we'll come here into the monthly transactions. So we started off with $20 this week. We spent $10. So we do have $10 remaining. And no, we'll finish that one later. So that's the $10 that we have. And for the office, we had $5. And I didn't think we needed to, but I actually picked up another coffee cream for the office. So that was all of that. It was like $4 and some change. And I always round up to $1 because I'm not going to account for cents here. And so that leaves us at 0. And then for toiletries, we started out with 15. I have $3 left, and that meant we spent 12 with $3. Okay, so coming on to this side, since we have this one, we'll reconcile this one first. So on the 19th, I picked up a frozen meal. And I know that's not a toiletry, but I ran out of money for the office, so I picked up a frozen meal, and then a few toiletries, a toothbrush pack, some deodorant, and I think one other thing, and that was from my favorite store, Walmart, and toiletries, and that was for $12, and that was cash. And yeah, we'll move that into savings. So today is the 22nd. I think it's the 22nd. So we'll move to savings. And that's -3, brings us to 0, and we'll start a new week. So that's for toiletries. For the office, the same day, I picked up coffee cream. And I work in an office where the foot traffic isn't as busy as it was just, a few weeks ago, but the paperwork is really ramping up. So we're drinking coffee both in the morning to get us going and then in the afternoon to keep us going because, yeah, office life. So that was, again, foreign change, so I have to put the coins away. And I actually will put a new one on here, but let's just zero this out. Well, actually, there's no point because I don't keep these. So that goes to the side. And then for spending on the 20th, I picked up lunch from the cafeteria. And that was spending, and that was, it was 8 and some change, and so, and then I gave a $1 tip. I always give a $1 tip, and the change, because I carried the money in my phone case, and I don't like carrying change on me, so yeah. So that was that one. We're going to move that to savings. So 6, yeah, I mean, it's Saturday, whatever the date is. I think it's the 22nd. But we're moving that to savings. And so that's 10, zeros this out, and we start fresh. Okay, so now this is a little binder planner system. Well, no, that's not what this is. This is an envelope system that I made to warehouse the money. So the first thing we're going to do is I made this little cash envelope because I did banking this morning, and this is how I requested my cash. So I gave this, my withdrawal slip, and my ID to them, all configured out. And I had figured out previously, this is written in Sharpie, and then they gave me the corresponding money. I put it in this little envelope and then carried it on my merry way. And so I know there's $200 in here because I saw her count it in front of me, but I want all of my money to face the right direction before I put this in. I know guys, I know. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to punch this and then just slip this in here because I'm not going to keep the money in here. The money will actually stay right here. But then when I do banking next month, then I'll just erase this if I need to, because this might be the denominations that I actually need. But I'll have it in a place that's secure because, oh no, I'll be lazy and just slip it back there. Okay, so that's where I'm going to keep the money for July, because I do fund the next month of cash envelopes with the last paycheck of the previous month. So you'll see this again when we do the July setup. We are in week 4, so that money is waiting for us. And then savings. I actually had to take out $70 from here, as well as $30 from my account, and that came from there because we had some family in town over the Father's Day weekend that was unexpected, and so that $100 between the 70 and the 30 actually went to help pay for some activities that I didn't think we were doing, because we had something else planned, and then the family was in town, and we're like, okay, so yeah, that $100 is gone. So we are back to $14 now in our savings, which is, I mean, it is what it is. I'm glad I had it at least to be able to help out. So we're going to put that in there. And so we had $1 remaining, and then today we added in 13, so that leaves $14. Now, in order to get to 40, that would be 6 and 20. So we need $26 from here to get us to our $40 goal. Now, we definitely would have made it had I not had to use it. So, you know, if I can't save $26 from this, then, you know, it's okay. But, yeah. So let me put this to the side. Now, I mean, I literally just picked up coffee cream, so I know I won't need anything for that. There are no birthdays or anything going on this week from an office standpoint, so I'm actually going... I'm going to put all 40 in spending. I know, it's crazy. I know. But I don't need toiletries, and I don't need anything in the office. And And I don't know if that's going to be dangerous because I'm going to see all of this money. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot. I see people who have spending money and allowance and this miscellaneous and this and that and that. That's just way more than that. But, you know, this is what I have. This is what I deal with. But I don't know if this will either make me want to sit on it or it'll make me want to spend it. But I mean, again, I really want to try to make that goal. So if I treat myself to a lunch sometime this week, I'll still have money that I can put towards savings. Again, I made the goal sort of, but then, you know, something came up and so, yeah. So we'll put this $40 in spending. So $622, add in, and that's $40, and that's $40. So we'll put that back in the wallet. Now the cash envelope that I used, I actually have a few of these in my shop now. I have a few that I still need to list. By the time this video goes up, that may or may not have happened, but it is two different sides because when I'm making my other cash envelopes, these are the offcuts. So I actually take two different pieces of paper and then make this. So the front and the back will never match because I'm just using, again, the offcuts. And then the way I design this is you put the number that you're requesting of the dollar, and then you still have enough room to total out here so that all of this totals out to the bottom. So again, if you're interested, it's in my shop. I sell them as one-offs. I don't know why anyone would want a whole bunch with this on it. And it is under the laminate, so you can use a Sharpie, and once you need to redo it, just use some nail polish remover or some hand sanitizer without the beads, and then you can use that to just erase it. And once it's dry, you can write over it with a Sharpie again. So this is a cash envelope stuffing for this week, guys. Not super sexy, wasn't a lot going on, and we did have some money coming out that we didn't foresee, but again, it is what it is. Hopefully I can either bring lunch from home, which I should be doing, but I have to lug it on the bus and then I have to lug the containers back, and I don't know, that just annoys me. So I normally just pick up either frozen foods or convenience foods in the area. I eat a lot of ramen or cup of noodles or things like that just because, you know, it's disposable, so I don't have to worry about lugging it back and forth, because I live about an hour to an hour and a half away, and it's okay if I get a seat on the bus, but if I don't, and that's happened a few times, then not only am I lugging things back and forth, but I'm standing and lugging things back and forth, and no thank you. All right, guys, so that's it for this month. And next week, we will just close out the month here and then probably also set up the July, which is always fun videos because that's when I divvy things up. If you have any questions, definitely leave me in the comments below. And as always, aloha.